Good afternoon, boys and girls. Mr. McCabe here for another... Good afternoon, boys and girls. Mr. McCabe with the spoon here. I promise it'll make sense in a minute. I'm here with another social, emotional, character development story for you today. Today, our story has to do with spoon, hence the spoon. I brought a bunch of other kitchen utensils here as well. And this story is one of my daughter's favorites, so I thought I'd read it to you today. This is Spoon by Amy Krouse, Rosenthal, and Scott Magoon. Level down. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior there. She's very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother, who fell in love with the dish and ran off to a distant land. Lately, though, Spoon had been feeling blue. "What's wrong?" asked his mother. "You look a bit bent out of shape." Get it? "Nothing," mumbled Spoon. So nothing's the matter, even though he seems a little bent out of shape. "It's just that, I don't know, all my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut. He gets to spread. I never get to cut or spread. Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he?" Yeah, knives do get to do a lot of fun, interesting things. Like spread jelly on bread. "And Fork. Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir-crazy like I do. Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she? Look, all the things Fork gets to do." "And Chopsticks. They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic. No one thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they?" Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. "Spoon is so lucky," said Knife. "He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with Spoon." Clang, clang, bang. Spoons you can bang on a pot or a pan, and it makes a fun noise. Sorry, parents. "Spoon is so lucky," said Fork. "He gets to measure stuff. No one ever does that with me." Spoons do get to measure things. "Spoon is so lucky," said Chopsticks. "He can go places by himself. We can never function apart." That night, after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, "You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving headfirst into a bowl of ice cream." They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea. Hi. Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. There was only one thing to do. "I can't sleep." "Come, snuggle." Come, Spoon. And so he did. Sweet dreams. And that, boys and girls, was Spoon. So, whether you're a knife, a fork, or a spoon, or a spatula, or any kitchen utensil, if you've thought about it, this story wasn't necessarily about kitchen utensils, even though it was. We can think of ourselves in the same way. For example, you might look at someone that you know and say, oh, I wish I was good at basketball like them, or oh, I wish I was popular like them, or oh, I wish my hair looked like their hair. And just like Spoon in the story, we have to realize what we like about ourselves and how we're all different, and that's a great thing. And you need to embrace and really realize your strengths. So think about it. Think what makes you different. Think about what makes you special. You know, it's okay. We all get a little jealous sometimes and want things that other people might have or things that other people can do. But don't get lost in it and don't lose focus on what great things you have. So, with our castle wheel here, we talked a lot today about our self-awareness, an accurate self-perception. Self-perception, what do you think about yourself? Recognizing strengths under the self-awareness category. What are you good at? What qualities do you have that other people might even think, wow, they're really good at that? What strengths do you have? Sense of self-confidence. And under the social awareness category, empathy, perspective taking, and appreciating diversity, respect for others. So again, we're focusing on the self-awareness and social awareness today and celebrating who we are, because we're all different, we all have strengths, and we need to realize what our strengths are and what great qualities we have and embrace them. I'm going to go get me some ice cream with my spoon, and I will see you all. Let's see if I can balance this later. Got it.